first couple of days we were here, the streets were pretty subdued. There was a lot of anxiety. And today we're really seeing people are out and they are celebrating. Take a look behind me. All these young people, they are celebrating. They are posing for photographs, holding up their babies to show with rebel fighters. And I actually wanted to bring in, I've just been talking here with this young Syrian woman, Judith. Tell me how this movie feels.
As you can, is this working?
Yes, it's working.
As you can see, this is 50 years of silence. This is the reaction. 50 years, he kept us in the dark. He kept us in the death. This is the reaction of the Syrian people after 50 years of this regime, of this death, of this darkness. This is the new generation that will come out to the light now. So this is the reaction.
How does it feel for you?
For me, as a 25 years old daughter, this is my father and this is my mother. This is unspeakable reaction. This is me coming to the light again. It's the rebirth of the Syrian people again.
Did you ever imagine after 14 years?
No. For me, it's been 13 years. For my dad, it's been 50 years.
And when you see, look behind you see rebel fighters with their technicals, with their big weapons.
This is victory. This is the happiness I have never witnessed before. I've been living 13 years in war, in death, in darkness. And this is amazing. This is unspeakable, actually. This is here you can see the breath of freedom. This is absolutely amazing. I hope we can do more. This is only the beginning. It has to be a mess in the beginning, but I'm sure we can do something more and more in the future.
Thank you so much, Judith.
Thank you so much.
And it really is sort of wonderful, honestly, to hear that kind of optimism, because as I mentioned, those first couple of days, those first few days, a lot of tension, a lot of anxiety, some chaos and looting in the beginning. Now that there is a degree of calm and control in the city, you are seeing people come out and finally just this outpouring of jubilation after more than 50 years under the totalitarian regime of Bashar al-Assad and Hafez al-Assad, his father before him. After 14 years of the most brutal and ugly civil war, these people want the world to know that Syria is free and is beginning a new chapter.
So it's really remarkable coming through the Syrian side of the crossing and finding members of the Free Syrian Army, one of the rebel groups on this side here, who've taken control of the border crossing. So welcoming, so excited to see foreign journalists coming in. And as someone who spent time in Damascus and Syria covering this country under the Assad regime and knowing what it was like, where you would be closely monitored all the time and you needed all sorts of permissions. That's if you were able to get in. And to see this sort of change and to see and hear people speaking to us freely in a country where people used to come up and take a risk whispering things to you when you're on the streets or in places in Damascus. It's just unbelievable. I spent years covering the war in Syria day in and day out, and we had to do this from outside the country because the Assad regime, for the most part, wouldn't allow us into Syria to see for ourselves the atrocities that were being committed. And at this moment, all I can think about is all the people, all the Syrians that we've met over the years and whose stories that we told, all that they went through, all that they sacrificed, all that they lost to make this moment possible.